Hi guys, it's CalamitiesDawn here and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore Redo. Yeah, we got a bit going in this episode today. I actually got it as a shorter episode because I wanted to try and compact a lot of stuff. But our plan for this episode was to build a waystone gazebo because I forgot what they were called. But on my process doing that, I needed to go and get some diamonds and stuff. I found Deep Dark. That was cool and all, but yeah, it didn't live for very long. I have a very spectacular death that involves booming. I'm going to do things a bit differently this time. I'm going to build everything, then come back to you once I build everything. Unless if anything exciting happens in between. Yeah, so let's get into it. After I immediately say that, I then decide, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to build straight away. I wanted to check out this cave that was quite close to where I was sort of hunkering down. And I realized there's a decent amount of coal and stuff in here, so I was like, that would be the best thing for us. I think I also wanted to set up with a decent amount of iron, because I didn't really have much with me, and to be honest, I was going to be using a lot of iron tools. And then I also came in here to have a look and see what type of blocks we had in here, because I wanted to sort of have an idea of what building palette I could build with, to be completely honest. The funny thing about this biome though is it is filled with witches. I don't think that there's mainly any other, like, I can get skeletons and zombies and stuff, but it's mainly witches that I have to deal with, so that's been very fun for our caving adventure, because it doesn't matter how much I have this thing lit up, there tends to be witches everywhere. We also had one here that I had to kill, and I was lucky that I was up high enough that her potions couldn't hit me, so she could throw them as much as she liked, and it did nothing, which was quite handy. I then grabbed a whole bunch of iron. I'm pretty sure like I've completely cleared out this cave to an extent. I ended up using a structure compass, which is made by the same person that makes the nature's compass, and I used it to find this mine shaft. Funny thing is after like completely going through this place, I actually found that it links back to the cave that we went to originally, so I don't have to worry about whatever entrance I go in. I can get there either way. I then had to deal with the one mob I hate more than anything in Minecraft, which is cave spiders. I don't like them. They frustrate me. I only found like 2 chests in this place, and I didn't put the second one in because it was just full of torches, so that was annoying. I found this dungeon too on my little look around to see if we could find any diamonds, which we did. I then probably spent maybe 2 to 4 hours in real life getting diamonds. I thoroughly explored this cave and I looted every set of diamonds I think that there is in this cave, so I don't think I have any more options for diamonds at this point, so let's just hope I take good care of all of my items. I then dug myself into a little hole, and I was going to make myself some armor and a pickaxe and a sword, because I wanted to get some obsidian. I've pretty much decided that I'm going to tough it out and I'm going to be brave and go to the nether. Probably not the best idea, but I've got this idea in my head that, you know, I'm not going to play it completely safe this time around. I'm gonna try and push it as crazy fast as I can to get geared up so that maybe we have a better chance of actually surviving. But man, did I have a lucky spawn. I was expecting to be like out in the open where there was ghasts everywhere, but we've spawned in this little like cave situation. I don't know how to explain it. I then managed to get 2 ancient debris which is quite handy. I'm still actually mining a bunch of ancient debris actually. I'm using the bed method, which you'll see more of in the next episode, but we got ourselves some ancient debris. I then, after grabbing my ancient debris, decided, right, we need to go home. I need to set up a farm because, I mean, we're going to need to have renewable food anyway. But I then also realized that, hey, if we have a farm, then we can get animals, and if we can get animals, then we're set. And I mean, the whole thing is I need sheep, right? Because I'm using the bed method to branch mine in the nether, so we're gonna need those sheep, and the best way to breed sheep and lead sheep without the ability to at the moment is wheat. So I made ourselves a wheat field. I pretty much, yeah, I over collected. I made some little pens. I got ourselves some cows. I was actually really happy because the last couple of times I've needed to get cows, they're like never close. But I managed to get 3 cows and I was like, yes, hello. I could have actually gotten 4, but I didn't want the extra one. I went and checked out a village to see if I could get some chickens, to which I watched that guy die. So that was great. I then decided, right, we have a mod called the Mob Lassos, I believe, and I needed ender pearls. And we have a more villages mod. I don't know if it's refabricated or not. And they add new professions, one of them being the hunting villager, and when you go into hunting post shacks, you have a chance of getting ender pearls, so that made things a bit easier. The disappointing thing is if you go to an acacia biome, they don't have chests in them. The hunting posts just don't have chests there, so that was frustrating. But I got ourselves all of our little animals and got ourselves sorted, and then I made this barrel storage area, which I have a build idea for at the minute. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I found a pale garden, and no, I didn't die. I actually took it pretty simple here. I was like, I am not chasing resin in any way, shape or form. I am just going to grab a whole bunch of wood and get out of Dodge, because I thought if the longer I stayed there, the more likely I am to die. I then realized I needed a lot of sand, so I needed a lot of sand for glass and concrete because I wanted concrete. I don't know why I decided I wanted to build out of concrete. I just decided for once, let's use concrete. So I did like a massive desert gathering session just to get ourselves a bit more set up. Now I should probably explain that the next segment that we've got here is actually a build based on a tutorial by Shulkercraft on how to make a concrete automatic, not like an automatic concrete, but like a concrete machine, because I don't know how any of that stuff works. So yeah, I'll put the link to Shulkercraft's video in the description. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people in the Minecraft community know who Shulkercraft is, but I'm still going to put the video there so you guys can see it if you want to use it for yourselves. I find that it was extremely helpful, except I had trouble realizing that observers are directional, so they need to be placed in certain orders to have it the way you want it, so that was a bit frustrating. But here I am trying it out, and I'm like, yay, I like it. I was so happy. I was happy that it worked very well, especially because I don't know how most of these machines work. I then decided I was going to head back to the Nether, and we decided we're going to grab some dried ghasts. I believe in total I have 5. I believe I've only placed two or 3 down. We don't see that in this episode though, unfortunately. But we will see it in the next episode. But here is the build that I've been working on. It is an enchanting island. I wanted to have it look more natural and foresty, so it fits in with the biome. But this is the build I have been working on. Please let me guys know what you think. If you think it's great, awesome. But other than that, that has been this episode. Sorry it was short, but I'm hoping the next one will be a bit longer. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.